Hey guys, welcome back, and what have we got to show you guys today? Something a little bit special for the Pan America. Okay, so we have got the LINKIFUN MT2 Apple CarPlay Android Auto motorcycle smart screen recorder for your motorbike. You heard it right. This little baby has got front and rear cameras to record as a dash cam or for motor vlogging, which is perfect for me, and that's why I said yes when LINKIFUN wanted to send me this to try. So let's show you guys what's in the box and then we'll get it on the bike. Okay, so the first thing I noticed when this thing arrived is how well packaged this is, and it's quite weighty as well, so you know you've got something special in this box. So okay, first we want to do, take off the package. Okay, let's bring you a little bit closer. Okay, so right on top of the box there is the unit itself. Now this is a quality piece of kit. I have had a quick sneak preview before doing the vlog, so I know how well this thing's made. It's about the same size as a Galaxy S23 Ultra, but obviously it's a little bit thicker for all the controlled stuff inside it, motherboard and whatnot, and the mounting bracket on the back. We'll talk more about that in a little while. Okay, so what a unit that is. Now, for those of you who saw the CARPLAY one, the 702, which is a bigger unit, CARPLAY also do something similar, but for now we're testing this one, but we will do a head-to-head on these once it's installed. Okay, in the box. So in here, we've got the front camera, the rear camera, we've got the power cord and a 64 gig card, built-in host card slot plus one. So there you go, that's supplied. Instructions. And in this one, we have the wire controller, silicon pad and host bracket, reducer and ring, this is for the handlebar mount, the user manual, which is already out, the screen toughening film, so it comes with a screen protector as well, which is so handy. And the cleaning cloth, cable tie, a screwdriver and an L-shaped Allen key. Okay, so let's get everything out of the box. And there we go. So I'll get everything out of its packaging now and then we'll go and install it on the Pan America. Okay guys, so it's ready now for the install. So I did say earlier that what I was going to do is show you how I'm going to mount the screen to my Pan America. It might be different for whatever bike you're using, and therefore you might use the handlebar mount supplied. But for me, I've got the sat-nav bracket on the back of my Pan America, and it made sense. I don't want it turning with the bars, so I've got an option to have it fixed mount just above my console on the bike. So what I've done is I've used a quad lock ball adapter, so it's a ram mount or 1-inch ball adapter. This one is off the quad lock. Removed it off the quad lock mount and used a screw and fitted it to the back of here. So that gives you the option then to have this as a ram mount option on your bike. So we'll show you the loose install that I've done on my bike and how we're going to mount this to the sat-nav bracket, and then we'll get the thing wired up and show you guys how it all works. Okay, so if you look on the top of my screen here, I have the sat-nav mount here on my Pan America. You got the original screen here. This is where I mount a GoPro, and I've got a second RAM mount on here, which is going to be for the unit. So what we're going to do is put the extension bracket on, the clamp bracket. Now these come in different sizes, but this one is perfect for what I need to mount it in the center of the screen. So what I don't want is it to be lower than my actual dash screen or any higher, because I've got the windshield which comes up and it may hit that. So what we're going to do is just pop this into here, tighten it up and just get it in a loose position for now while we get the wiring sorted. Okay, and you can adjust that, and it just gives me enough room for my camera to come out the back as well. It's an absolutely lovely looking unit though. Like I said, it's about the same size as an S23 Ultra Galaxy, just a bit thicker with the mounting, but we'll soon see what it's like when the screen's on. Now the cameras, by the way, they are 1080 cameras front and rear, so like I said, I'll be able to use them for my vlogging purposes and also use as dash cams front and rear, or as a rear view camera when you're riding as well. Brilliant. So we'll soon see what that looks like. Okay, so as a loose install, it seems like there's a lot of wiring going on here, but basically you've got these wires coming out the back of the unit. One's for the front camera, one's for the rear camera, one's the power supply, and one is for the handlebar mount, which we have put on here. So we'll just show you this. We'll cut these cable ties in a bit. So we've got the handlebar mount here, which has got like a home button, answer phone call, and I think that's just a scroll button. I don't know whether it's that off for cameras yet. We'll soon find out. But I mean, that looks absolutely fantastic. It's not in any way protruding past in front of my screen. Size wise, it's about the same, so it looks pretty symmetrical. So I'm quite happy with the way that looks. Okay, the rear camera. I've mounted my rear camera on here. They do come with a 3M pad, which is a very good original 3M pad as well. It's not a copy, so I don't think they're going to come off. There is screw holes as well if you want to put screws in, but I don't think I will bother. So it's not in the way of my brake lamp. I should have great vision out the back. And then the front one I've mounted here, and I know it's right in front of my cornering lights, but it's in the center. My cornering lights actually work this way and this way. So in the middle of here, it's not going to cause any problems. And plus the light's not very good anyway, so we're not too bothered about that. I may mount a bracket onto here in future and move it down, but for now, it just fits perfect there. So we'll see. So the wiring, I'm going to tuck the wiring up, down along the frame, up and round the back, through here, comes underneath here, and then tucked underneath the tank. You won't be able to see it, then up to the unit, and the front will come through there. So we'll tidy all the wiring up on the bike, get it wired up, switch the thing on, and bring you guys back. Okay folks, so the whole install now of the MT2 is done on the bike. The unit absolutely looks fantastic where it's sat, so I'm going to bring you guys closer, run through the quick install and show you the unit in action. So it starts off, you see the front camera which we've mounted there. All the wiring for the front camera is tucked inside the front fairing, and then the rest of the wiring from the battery under the skid plate comes up and then around here. And we've tucked all the wiring down nice and neat down here and tied it up. And then the rear camera wiring, which is at the back here. So the rear camera, which you see there, the wiring is tucked away nice and neat underneath the rear seat, underneath the front seat, and then underneath the tank along here. So all the install is pretty neat. Okay, so to switch the unit on as well, you can see it there, it sits beautifully just above my main screen. It's not obtrusive whatsoever. Still allowing me to have my other RAM mount there for the GoPro on top. So it just sits perfectly. It's the same width as my Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra, so it's no bigger than a smartphone. It's just the thickness. So what we can do is we can use the remote on here, hold it down for 2 seconds, and then the screen boots up. Okay, yeah, so when I did the install, I've put the yellow and the red wire together, so you've got an ACC and a positive, as well as an earth as well down there, which is fused. If you put those two together, then there's no need to have it switched, so it is only on off via the remote on the handlebars here, which isn't a problem. But what will happen is, and it's meant to do this, is when it kicks up, it's automatically start recording. So what you have to do is go back to your home screen and then back to here, and then you can press the record button down here. So you can have it, you have to make sure when you switch it on at the moment, until I found another way, that it doesn't automatically record. So you stop it via that, and then you just press the screen and then press the record button here to record. That's the garage door, by the way. So you'll have your rear camera and then your front camera here. Okay, as easy as that. Go back to your home, and then you've got your audio output here. Settings, you've got assistive touch, so that's to make sure that if it's raining, that you don't get any of the false readings when rain sometimes goes on these type of screens, and that will prevent it. You can turn it off and on, but I will leave it on because it's always raining here in the UK. Clear connections, system. You've got storage info for the SD card. You can format the card, date and time, language and firmware version. You can take a photo here as well, and you can also do that on your screens. You can take photos, start and stop recording, answer calls, or go back to your home screen by pressing that there. And then to go obviously onto maps, well, let's just try that. That's preview. It starts recording, you see, by just pressing that on the touch screen there. And to stop recording, just press that there, okay? And you can also take a picture from this one here as well as on your handlebars on here. So pretty cool. And then obviously to go back into maps, just press that back onto here, and then you're back onto maps again there. Brilliant. And then double tap that for your full screen, and there we go. Okay folks, so there you go, the LINKIFUN MT2. It's a cracking little unit, and I think it looks brilliant on the Pan Am. Yes, I have done other reviews, namely the CARPLAY 702, which again is a brilliant unit. And the only reason I do these is to test these things, to let you guys know how good they are before you go and purchase them for your bike. So yes, it's a sponsored item. Yes, these people send me things to test, but I will not do a video if it is absolute garbage. I would not do this until you guys go and fit this to your bike. So the only reason I'm here now telling you this is because I think that is worthy of being on one of my bikes. Otherwise, I would go back to the company and say, I've tested it, but I'm not doing the review. So just let's bear that in mind. That's the only reason I'm doing it for you guys. They do give me a discount code, as everyone always does, and a link to their site, which I will put on in the comments section. And if you want to take a look, by all means, go and do that. Use my link if you want. But like I said, the real world test will come when I take the Pan Am out on the road and test this thing in all weathers with the maps, the Wi-Fi, the Bluetooth, and everything through my Cardo, just to make sure everything is completely okay with this unit. So again, that will come. So over the next ride on this, I will do that. So keep a lookout for that. But for now, I hope you've enjoyed watching the video on this unit. And if you're impressed, like I said, go and take a look. But until the next time, guys, thanks for watching. ALCHEMOTO signing out.